Hello, my fellow comic book collectors. It's Alan, the Comic Collector Geek, and this is going to be hopefully an interesting video. I'm going to try to make it so that it helps both people that watch the videos and people that make the videos on YouTube. Hopefully, the ideas that I'm going to share are going to be useful for both sides. That's the goal. The idea of this video is really, how do you support? Like, if you're a super fan, you love a channel, you want to support that channel. How do you do that? How do you actually help that channel either to make it grow better or financially support it? And sometimes we don't have like infinite amount of money that we can just send off to some random channel. I'm going to give you some ways where you can support it without having to spend any money, but also support it and help it grow. So, and for those people who have channels, you can use these same tips to encourage your fans to maybe support your channel. So I hope these tips come in handy. It's going to be 11 tips or things that you can do, bits of advice that you can do to help support the channels that you love. And because we're a small community, I think these are very necessary. There's so many great channels that really need a bit of love. This channel, for example. But there are really great channels that do need love. And I try to do these things for the channels that I interact with, that I really like. Okay, first thing, sort of the first tip is sort of the most obvious tip, and I just figure I'd get it out of the way. The first few tips are really how to help a channel to grow. And the first tip is really like, comment, and subscribe. It's sort of the most obvious one. By liking the videos that you see, you actually help the channel in terms of the algorithm. It's going to get more views because YouTube will promote it. Commenting has the same effect, where basically every time people comment, the algorithm thinks, oh, there's lots of activity, there's lots of interest in this video. It's going to share it, and it's going to actually recommend the video more often. Subscribing is one of those things that obviously will help the channel grow, because you're now subscribed to the channel. Then you're going to see that video in your stream, in your recommended videos to watch. So all of those things are kind of obvious. And those are things that most YouTubers forget to ask. You know, I always try to say at the very end of every video, please like, comment, and subscribe. It's just one of those things. If you have a channel, ask your audience to like, comment, subscribe. Usually the ones that are actually more successful, they'll have like a little icon that does it, that kind of reminds people, hit that bell button, hit that notification, hit those things to, hit the thumbs up. There's things that people do if they're making videos to encourage that behavior. So I'm not necessarily the best at that, but I do remind people at the end of my videos to like, comment, and subscribe. It's just a thing you have to do. It's part of the YouTube magic that makes things work. So just remember to do that. And if you're trying to support a channel, be nice, give them a thumbs up. If you want to go further and you really, really like a channel, there's one extra thing you can do beyond just subscribing to the channel. You can hit the bell notification. That's my second tip. The bell notification will actually, the way the algorithm works, you think, oh, I'm subscribed to a channel, I should get all their videos. It doesn't work that way. The only times that you actually get every video that somebody pushes out is if you hit the bell notification. So if you don't hit the bell notification and you're just subscribed to a channel, you might get the occasional video recommended to you, but you won't get every video recommended to you. It's just how the algorithm works. It doesn't make any sense to me, but it is something you have to do. So you got to click the bell notification. Make sure that that is highlighted, and then you are getting every video. So just another tip. Again, this is something for YouTubers. Encourage your audience to click the bell notification. Another thing that you can do as a loyal fan is to watch the full video. So this is my third tip. Watch the full video. If a lot of people, what they'll do is they'll watch a little bit, maybe they skip a part, and then they'll watch the end. Or maybe sometimes they know that the person's like kind of wrapping it up, and they'll just sort of cut off at the end. They'll leave it. If you let it, what I actually recommend this is a trick, like for people that are a little bit lazy like me, that don't really want to watch the full, like the thing where they babble at the end. Usually a lot of channels, they'll babble at the end where they're just sort of closing up their arguments, or wrapping up and saying, you know, like, comment, and subscribe, or whatever things that they do to wrap up their videos. What I do is I will comment at that time. I'll go into their comments, and if I'm interested in the video, I'll comment. And that way the video is still playing, and where I'm not really interested in that ending part maybe, but they get the credit for that for that full video watch. That's really important for the YouTube algorithm, that people watch the full video, because when videos have like a drop off, like most videos, it's kind of an interesting curve. It's like a lot of the people that watch it will drop off immediately, and then it kind of flattens out, and then there's like another drop off near the end of the video where people are dropping off at that end. What you can do is if somebody watches the full thing, YouTube says, oh, this video is really engaging and is holding the audience, and it will actually rank it better and make it more viral, make it more popular. So definitely try to watch the full video if you can. As I said, if you're not interested in that end bit, comment, do other things, you know, during that time, or walk away, get a sandwich or something. I don't know, I'm not sure, but the point is, let it play to the full. As a YouTuber, if you want to get your audience to watch the whole video, do the following: have hooks. And what I mean by that is, between each thing, you say, hey, oh, you gotta wait till the next thing. Oh, the next bit of advice that I'm going to give you, or the next comic I'm going to show, is going to be really, really cool. You gotta you gotta stay tuned for that. Or wait for the end. There's going to be some special thing at the end. You know, have hooks that make people want to watch further in the video. Really important. So as a YouTuber, that's your side of it. You got to give hooks that will carry people all the way through the video. I'm not necessarily the best at that myself. I just try to show cool books and hope that they stay all the way through. But you know, the idea is to have something that really carries the interest all the way through the video. So try that. That's my third tip. So watch the full video. Fourth tip is sharing the video. A lot of the time we watch videos and that's it. We're one and done. We leave. That's pretty much it. But if you really enjoy a video and somebody's shown something that's really cool, share that video with friends or other people that share the interest. They might not even know the channel. I like to share a video. Like if I see a really fun video or a really cool video, I'll share it with my friends as a way to kind of promote it. I was just talking about this with Steven, where I sent him a video. I sent a video that I liked to him. I was also telling him about Ryan's video that I really enjoyed from Automatic Comics, where he had this thing where he looked at a 3 million comic collection, 3 million comics in the collection. And, you know, I thought that was really cool. Telling people about the videos, sharing those videos is a great way of helping channels to grow. So share videos is helpful, okay? So if you know people that might be interested, or even if they're not, just share the video. Here, grandma, watch this. So yeah, so share videos. Encourage your audience, if you're a YouTuber, to share the video is the reverse tip. The next thing that actually it's really interesting. I have a almost embarrassing story to tell you for this next tip. So my fifth tip on how to support your channels that you really like, and it's a bit of an embarrassing story, but I'm going to tell it anyways. So my mother-in-law in Korea, she watches my videos. I'm not sure why. I'm not sure why she watches my videos, but she watches my videos. She does not speak English. She does not really know any English. She's Korean, so she doesn't speak English very well. And she watches my videos. But not only does she watch my videos, she watches everything. She lets the ads play. And she'll just let the video play in the background. She hears my voice, and then she'll let the ads play. And I can actually see in my statistics where my ad revenue is coming from. So my channel is monetized. And when I know, when all of a sudden, like sometimes it will be like, usually I get about, it's not like I'm making a fortune on this. I make about $300 a month on ad revenue from people watching the videos. However, when she, for whatever, like she was sick for a week, like she couldn't watch my videos for a week, my ad revenue dropped down by about $80 just because she stopped watching. So that one person represented $80 of that $300 because most people just skip the ads, right? Well, if you really want to support channels, let the ads play. Think of it as a commercial break. It's a good way to support the channel is to let the ads play. I know it's annoying. Usually what I'll do is similar to the tip where I watch the video in full, I'll let the ads at the end of the video play and then comment as well. So I'll let them play as I'm commenting. So that's another way of supporting channels, to let the ads just play. You wouldn't believe how much support that is. I know many channels where, you know, they do what I'm doing, which is when I get ad revenue, I reinvest that into buying cool comics. You know, that's pretty much all I buy. So that ad revenue means that they are going to buy some cool book. Like, I think, I know other channels where they've used the money to buy some cool books, and sometimes they'll buy like giveaways that they give away. You know, this is extra money that they have, and they'll return it back to the community by buying cool comics that they later give away. I plan to do that more. That was one of my New Year's resolutions, to give away more comics. So that ad revenue really does help. And it, as I said, one person represented a fairly large percentage of that ad revenue for my channel. And it's kind of embarrassing that it is that way, but it just is that way. So it's really good if people can watch all the ads. I know it's annoying. Trust me. You don't have to actually, I think the way the algorithm works is you don't have to, like, let's say the ad is like 2 minutes long. I think you only have to watch like 20 to 30 seconds of it, and then you can skip, and it still counts as an ad watch. Just a little bit of extra advice there. So watch the ads. It does help the different channels to, you know, make more money, and therefore, hopefully, that money comes back in some way of either, you know, the channel having more cool books to show, or having more books that they can give away, or whatever. You know, help them out. The next thing, this is another way to sort of help them financially. These last ones are more all on the financial side. The first thing is, a lot of channels will really depend on whatever, like the ad revenue. As I said, it's, even though I'm getting like over 30,000 views per month, it's really like very little value. There's really very little money generated from the ad watches. Most channels that make it like a hobby or business, as where they actually support themselves through their channels, the way that they do so is not through the ad watches. It represents a portion of their income, but generally the way that they make money is they either sell products or recommend products. So they'll often have like affiliate links in their description, and you know, that's kind of one of the ways that channels will monetize themselves and make themselves profitable. So my tip that I'm going to give is one that actually is not going to cost you any money, which is interesting. You think, oh, well, affiliate link will cost me money. But what channels can do is, for example, Matt, I have to give a big thank you to Matt Likes Comics. I put an affiliate link into my channel, and I made $13 off Matt. Thank you, Matt. Because what happened was I put 2 affiliate links in my description. One was for my comic shop, which we always we always ding for, and that he used that link, and he went over there and he purchased some comics that he was going to purchase anyways, and I made $3 from that. The other link that he clicked was my Stackery account. So he set up his own Stackery account, and I made $10 referral from that. So I used that to reduce the cost of my Stackery account. So by doing that, those 2 links, I made $13. That's one person that helped me out, and I really do appreciate it, Matt. So those are the kind of things that you can do if on other channels, like where they have affiliate links. Use them if you really want to support that channel. It's a very simple way. Don't have to buy every random thing that they're offering, but if it's something that where you're already going to go to my comic shop or some other site like eBay or whatever, and you're already going to purchase something, why not use the affiliate link? Give them a bit of credit and a bit of boost financially. So just a little bit of advice there. Another thing that happens is I had a few successes on my channel for this. One channel that I hang out on frequently is the Biggie Shack channel. He's a great guy. He's a nice guy. One of the things that he does is he'll have a raffle. This is my next piece of advice is when we do like the live streams, you can actually do what's called a super chat, where people's comments in the chat usually are just comments, but sometimes people do what's called a super chat where their comment gets highlighted, and you pay for that. It's like anywhere, whatever you want to pay as a super chat. It could be $1, it could be $10. I've seen somebody give him $50, and he actually used that money from the super chats to I think he bought a first appearance of the Black Widow, which is a pretty cool book. He used all that super chat money and he bought a cool book that he normally probably couldn't afford, but this was a way that he could afford it because he got the support of the community through the super chats. He sort of gave back by saying, okay, if all this super chat, all the people that super chat, I'll enter you into a raffle and you might win a free book. And that was his way of giving back to those people that supported him. So kind of cool things that he did, and cool ways that people who like his channel or any channel can support those channels when they do live stream. Give them a super chat. Just say, hey, really like what you're doing, or I have a really cool question to ask you. And the question will show up. Usually when if you're a YouTuber, if somebody gives you a super chat, shout them out. Say thank you. Read their question, answer their question, make it so that it's a mutual benefit, so that everybody wins through the super chats. Definitely important thing during the live streams that people do the super chat. I was actually watching one channel. Oh my goodness, I was shocked how much money they were making from super chats. But they were a much bigger channel. I mean, they were like, I think they have like in the millions of subscribers, And, I think there was about 10,000 people watching the live stream. It was insane. I wish to be that big. And people were giving like $100, $500 super chats. And the reason they were giving such high numbers is they would only read the really big super chats on the air. So people would just, want to get their question asked or answered, and they would do this big super chats. So yeah, it's amazing. Comic YouTubers are not quite in that bracket, but every little bit helps. Okay, another thing that you can do to help YouTubers, especially comic book ones, is to join their channel memberships. Another thing that a lot of the smaller channels will do is they'll have either dollar memberships or $5 memberships. I think mine is like $3 to $5. It's something like that. And they will, basically get extra support. I was actually going to make a pledge that if I get 20 people to become channel members, I think I have 5 right now. If I get 20 people, I'm going to buy StreamYard, like the professional edition of StreamYard. Right now, I'm using the free version because I'm cheap. Because it's really expensive. It's like several $100s a year. It's like, why is it so expensive? But I use the free version as a result. But if I get the people joining my channel as members, well, I will use that money to buy the full membership for StreamYard, which is the software that I use to do my live streams. And that will make it much better experience for the people watching because we can do high-res video and all this kind of wonderful stuff. So, something, where the money will be used to help the channel and help people who like watching the channel. The other thing that I recommend for the YouTubers on the other side is always give back to the people that are channel members. And there's several ways that you do that. One is if somebody is a channel member, give them perks. For example, with my channel, I have videos in the back end that are maybe a little bit more spicy than what I can show on to the live audience, to the public. So I have those in the back end, in the members only area. So there's a bunch of videos there. I'm actually going to put more. If I had more channel members, I would be a little bit more proactive about creating videos for that. But I plan to do more videos in the back end and really, show lots of cool things. So that's one thing you can do, is give them content. The other thing that you can do is, like I've seen lots of channels do this, where if they have channel members at the end of their videos, and this is why, as I said, there's always like people skip the ends because there's always this wrap up stuff. Well, one of the things that I've seen a lot of channels do is thank their channel members, where they have a long list of all the people that are channel members, and they basically shout them out and say, thank you for all these people supporting the channel. So those are a couple of cool things. And it's one of those things that helps both people. It's kind of cool to be mentioned in a video. It's kind of cool for the channel to have that support. So those are some tips on that. 3 more tips. If a channel has merch, and a lot of, like, we're the sticky people, right? We're the sticker people. The sticker people. People sell stickers on their channels. They sell hats. They sell mugs. They sell t-shirts. They sell a whole bunch of things. If you're a fan, be a fan. Just buy their silly merch. It's a cool thing. Just to support a channel through buying their merch. I'm actually a fan of Comic Tom. And I've mentioned this many times that I like his channel, and I really enjoy Comic Tom's stuff and what he's doing. I think he's one of the best YouTubers in our community is Comic Tom, in my opinion. I'll get flack for that, people that don't like Comic Tom, but I like Comic Tom. And I support him by buying his mystery boxes. I buy his mystery boxes, and I don't necessarily like every mystery box that he puts out, but some of his alternative covers are pretty cool. So I was quite happy. The reason I first bought his mystery box was he did a variant for Phantom Lady. I was like, oh, that's really cool. It was like a Phantom Lady homage that he did. I was really quite happy to get that. So support channels by buying the merch. It's kind of an obvious thing. You don't, as I said, if you do some of the earlier tips, you don't have to invest your own money. That's why I was saying watch the ads and all the other stuff, because then you're not spending money that you might not have to support channels. And it gets hard if you have like a whole bunch of channels that you want to support to buy all their merch. Can be a bit daunting. So pick a channel that you like, buy some of the merch. That's what I do. I support channels that way. Okay, and actually I go one step further on that buy merch one. For example, Band of Brothers, which is Biggie Shack, Bleecker Street Comics, Papa Wheelie, Cali Comics, and Whodat. They all do like an auction. And I support them not by buying merch, but buying comics at their auction. I'll watch their auction and maybe buy a few books from them as a way to kind of give back to the community and support other community members that are really doing a lot of good. Bleecker Streak, one of the unsung heroes in the community. His channel's majorly unsubscribed. He needs way more subscribers. He should be over 3,000 in my opinion. He should be a bigger channel. And he puts on his church every Sunday, which is like a live stream that he will do for like 4 or 5 hours. It's a crazy long live stream where he just gets members from the community to all hang out and chat comics. It's a really cool thing that he's doing. He actually won an award for it because did such a good job. And he actually won an award for Best Spec too. So he's a pretty great channel. And one of the ways that I support him is I buy comics from him. He has his own comic shop and he sells comics. So I'll buy a few comics every so often from him. So buying merch, is a great way to support the community. And buying comic merch is fun too because Bleecker has some pretty cool comics. So definitely one of those things. The next tip is kind of a funny one. If they have merch that is like a shirt or something like that, wear it. that's the tip. That if you really like a channel, wear their merch, or where other people can see it and then they'll go, oh, what's that? What's that channel? And then that way you can almost promote them. It's like sort of the super fan kind of level where you're wearing their merch to sort of support and promote their channels. So just a sort of extra tip within that buy merch one. And the last tip, okay, this is a interesting one, is AOKs. So acts of kindness, basically, which is to send people packages and say, hey, look, here is some comics that you might like, or whatever. I get a few. I gotta give some credit. Steven has sent me a bunch. His wife has sent me a big package. Actually, I'm going to show you. Is that here? She sent me this package. So I got a package from Steven's wife. I have no idea what it is, but it's a cool thing. It's like, it's really nice to receive that. It makes me feel like I'm doing something where, people enjoy what I do. So sending AOKs to your favorite YouTuber is a good thing. Just every so often, send them a few books, send them something, or it's just a nice way to really show that you like that channel. And on the flip side, for the YouTuber, give AOKs. Do sort of reciprocate. Sometimes if you have dupes, like for me, I can't get rid of a comic unless I have an extra copy of it. I fortunately have a whole box devoted to my extra copies, so I'm planning to do more giveaways. So AOKs can go both ways. So these are my tips. So I'll repeat them just quickly. Like I don't have to get into all the details again, but just quickly. First one is like, comment, and subscribe. Second one is click that bell. Watch the full video is number 3. Share the video, number 4. Number 5 is watch the ads. Really helps. Number 6 is use the affiliate links. If they have affiliate links, use them. Number 7 is super chat. Whenever they do a live stream, give them a super chat. Number 8 is become a channel member. Number 9 is buy their merch. Number 10 is wear their merch. And number 11 is just a fun one, AOKs. So I hope you guys like these tips. I know it's kind of silly, but these are all things that will help our community because it's a small community. We need all the help we can get. it's hard putting these videos on. And I think we should really help the different people in our community that are putting on great content. So again, I hope you enjoyed this video. Remember, like, comment, and subscribe. Bye for now.